Did you know that female lions can live nearly twice as long as their male counterparts, who wear out quickly from battles in exile? But these long years come at a cost. In this video, we'll take you through your life reborn as a lioness. You'll feel the weight of motherhood, the sting of hunger when prey slips away, and the scars of a world that never relents. So stick around and let us know how long you'd survive as a lioness in the wild.
Picture this. You open your eyes to see for the first time, except you can't. Everything is blurry, and for now, you are completely blind. You feel something warm and safe next to you, your mother. She is your entire world, your only shield in a harsh and unforgiving place. Your brothers and sisters squirm around, fighting for milk, letting you know right away that even getting food is a struggle. You sense how important each drop is, how even as newborns, you must fight to survive. You arrived in this world after around 110 days in the womb, weighing just 1 to 2 kilograms, 2 to 4 pounds, completely helpless. Your fur is covered in dark spots, nature's way of helping you blend into the shadows of the den. Your eyes won't open for several days, and your wobbly legs won't support you for a few weeks. This is your most dangerous time. Infant deaths happen often. You are hidden away in a secluded den. Thick vegetation, a rocky crevice, or a cave, anywhere your mother hopes predators won't find you. But true safety never lasts. Hyenas, leopards, even male lions could take your life in an instant. To protect you, your mother moves the den every few days, never staying in one place too long. She nurses you with her rich milk, fueling your rapid growth. At around 3 weeks, your baby teeth will start to emerge and you'll take your first wobbly steps. For now, though, you are entirely dependent on her warmth, her milk, and her constant vigilance. You don't know it yet, but surviving these first few weeks is only the beginning of a life filled with danger. Time jumps ahead, and your sight clears, revealing a tough reality. You notice you may have only 2 or 3 siblings. Many cubs do not survive for long. You try to walk, stumbling on shaky legs, each fall another chance for injury, every step from mom a risk. You start walking at around 2 to 3 weeks, a small, wobbly target for anything that spots you. Cubhood is spent learning how to stay alive in a pride that follows its own pecking order, all while disease often spreads fastest among the cubs. Starvation is always close by if the lionesses fail to bring down prey for several days. Predators are always looking for an unguarded moment. A young cub that wanders too far is easy to take. A small wound can get infected, making you weak and more likely to be caught. The risk of the pride being taken over by new males, who would kill any cubs they find, is a constant shadow. Your mother is always watchful, ears perked for the smallest sound, scanning for threats. You depend on her warm milk. In some areas, up to 60 to 80% of cubs will never see their first birthday. But you survive, thanks to a mix of luck and your mother's fierce protection. Then, at around 6 to 8 weeks, your mother chooses to carry you out for the first time and introduce you to the pride. She grips the back of your neck firmly but carefully, bringing you into the open. Suddenly, you are overwhelmed. Sounds, sights, and smells everywhere. You see older cubs wrestling in the distance, practicing the moves they'll use for real one day. You're not ready to join them yet, and the idea scares you. But this is your new life. The pride is both your best defense and the source of daily challenges. Here, you get protection in numbers, but also face the complex rules of grown lions. For now, you cling to your mother, the one constant in a world full of new dangers. You begin to play fight your siblings. What looks like playful pouncing is actually the start of training for hunts and fights you'll face in the future. Even a harmless nip can become a serious wound if you aren't careful, but lions groom each other, which can help keep infections down. Disease is still a big danger. Ticks and other parasites spread problems, and sickness can strike without warning. The adult lionesses keep one eye on you, but they're also busy hunting and protecting their land. Lionesses sometimes nurse each other's cubs, an act called allonursing. not out of simple kindness, but out of shared need. It lets cubs feed if one mother is off hunting. By now, your baby teeth are in, and you can tear small scraps of meat, though you'll continue nursing until about 6 to 10 months. By your first birthday, you start understanding the hard terms of pride life. Now a juvenile, you watch carefully as the adult lionesses plan and carry out hunts. You see how they use stealth at dawn and dusk, how they spread out to corner zebras or wildebeests. It's a slow, quiet dance. Success can come down to perfect timing. Still, hunts often fail. Lions might go hungry for days if the prey escapes. Other predators, like hyenas, may appear in a pack and try to steal the kill. You see how risky it can be. The difference between a good day and a bad day might be one lucky strike or one slip in the tall grass. You also start to patrol the edges of the pride's territory, learning where rival prides live. Your small roar, just developing, marks your presence in a land where sound can warn off enemies. By around 1.5 years, your cub spots begin to fade. Your fur starts to match that of an adult, though you still have a lot to figure out. At this age, male cubs are starting to get pushed to the edges of the pride by the dominant males, beginning their journey towards independence and the eventual need to establish their own dominance. When you reach 2 or 3 years old, you're no longer a clumsy cub, but not fully a wise adult either. You step into your prime years, but prime doesn't mean easy. Your mother may have another litter, and you might help watch over the newborns. You're now more aware of threats. Rival prides sometimes battle for territory, resulting in bloody fights. A new group of males might arrive, throwing the pride into chaos if they manage to take over. You hone your hunting skills to protect your family and keep enough food on the table. Little by little, you become a skilled hunter, watching older lionesses for tips on sneaking close and bursting into a chase at the right moment. Then, as a female, you enter your first heat cycles somewhere between 2 to 4 years. Every 15 to 20 days, you may mate many times a day during your 4 to 5 day heat. Sometimes more than one male competes for the right to mate, and fights can break out. If you conceive, after about 110 days of pregnancy, you look for a hidden spot to give birth to around 2 to 3 cubs, and the cycle continues. You know now exactly how your mother felt, guarding fragile newborns and staying on edge for threats. Meanwhile, you return to the main job of the pride, hunting. Lionesses often coordinate hunts in small groups, trying to outsmart herds of zebras, wildebeests, or other prey. Even with teamwork, success might only happen 10 to 30% of the time. If you're lucky, the kill belongs to the pride. If not, hyenas or other large predators can take it. Injuries from prey are a real hazard. One misstep around a kicking zebra or charging buffalo can be crippling. Add drought, floods, and diseases into the mix, and each week feels like walking a thin line. Human activity grows day by day, shrinking the land where your pride can safely roam. Over the years, you earn your share of scars. By the time you're 8 to 12 years old, you might start slowing down, perhaps having fewer cubs, and your teeth may be wearing down. Still, your knowledge can help you catch prey, even if you don't run as fast. In a stable pride with enough food, you might stay useful by protecting cubs or helping with hunts in ways that require more cunning than pure speed. In harder areas, weaker or older lionesses may end up eating last, slowly growing thinner if they can't keep up with the pride. On the other hand, male lions in this older age bracket face a decline in their dominance. They might be challenged and ousted by younger, stronger males, leading to a significant drop in their status and access to resources. Once you pass 13 or so, you're considered old in the wild. Very few lions live beyond 15 or 16, though it sometimes happens in protected reserves where prey is plentiful and threats are fewer. Old age brings worn teeth, stiff joints, and a weaker immune system. It becomes harder to keep up with the pride, and you may miss out on meals. In the end, many older lionesses die alone through sickness, injury, or just failing to find enough food. The pride might move on while you can no longer follow. It's not a gentle ending, yet you lived long enough to raise more cubs, passing on the instincts needed to survive in this tough world. For males, old age is often harsher and can come sooner. The loss of strength and fighting ability means they are unlikely to survive for long once they lose pride leadership, often facing starvation or attacks from rivals. So, that's the life of a lioness. Always challenging and sometimes overwhelmingly difficult, from a tiny hidden cub to an older hunter carrying many memories. You face hunger, illness, parasites, male takeovers, food battles, and human interference, all of it shaping your days. While male lions face battles for dominance and territory, lionesses undertake the consistent daily grind of hunting and cub rearing, forming the stable backbone of pride life. So, would you choose this bold life, where freedom means fighting to survive, or would you keep your human comforts, facing a different set of worries, but rarely fearing for your next meal? Tell us which path you'd take in the comments.